Hey guys! What's up? Alpha Lion Simba here, and welcome to another Prehistoric Profile. Well, it's time to stand tough once again, because we're headed back to the family of ceratopsians, and tonight's subject is Pachyrhinosaurus, or thick-nosed lizard. So, let's begin. Pachyrhinosaurus lived 75 to 65 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. Their fossils were found in much of Canada, especially in Alberta. Pachyrhinosaurus was first discovered in 1950 by Charles Mortram Sternberg. And in 1972, a huge group was found at Pipestone Creek in Alberta in a bone bed from which 14 skulls and 3,500 bones were removed. Pachyrhinosaurus was among the largest ceratopsians. A fully grown adult stood 2.2 meters or 7.21 feet tall, was 7.50 meters or 24.60 feet long, and weighed 4 tons or 8,818 pounds. Pachyrhinosaurus was also relatively fast for a dinosaur of their size, let alone a ceratopsian, running at speeds as fast as 25 miles per hour. Unlike most other ceratopsians, such as Triceratops and Torosaurus, Pachyrhinosaurus bore a massive, flattened nasal boss over its nose and smaller bosses over its eyes instead of possessing horns. The bosses over the nose and eyes nearly grew together and were separated only by a narrow groove. Their frill bore 2 additional, small, curved, prominent, backward-pointed horns that grew from the frill and extended upwards. The presence of these horns varied by age or gender. Various ornaments on the nasal boss have also been used to distinguish between different species of Pachyrhinosaurus. Both Pachyrhinosaurus lacustae and Pachyrhinosaurus paritorum bore a jagged, comb-like extension at the tip of the boss, which was missing in Pachyrhinosaurus canadensis. Pachyrhinosaurus paritorum was unique in having a narrow dome in the middle of the back portion of the nasal boss, and Pachyrhinosaurus lacustae had a pommel-like structure projecting from the front of the boss. The boss of Pachyrhinosaurus canadensis was mainly flat on top and rounded. Pachyrhinosaurus paritorum bore 2 unique flattened horns which projected forward and down from the top of the edge of the frill, and Pachyrhinosaurus lacustae bore another comb-like horn arising from the middle of the frill behind the eyes. Male Pachyrhinosauruses used their nasal bosses in fights for dominance, much like with modern-day bighorn sheep, and Pachyrhinosaurus in general would use their nasal bosses also as defense against predators. As was the case with all ceratopsians, Pachyrhinosaurus was a herbivore, and it mainly fed on leaves, ferns, and some aquatic plants. They possessed strong cheek teeth that helped them to chew tough, fibrous plants. Again, as was the case with all ceratopsian dinosaurs, Pachyrhinosaurus traveled in large, migratory herds. The females also cared greatly for their young. For example, like with birds, female Pachyrhinosaurus would find food in the forests and bring them back to their offspring at the nest site. And, much like with modern-day elephants and muskox, whenever a Pachyrhinosaurus herd was threatened by a predator, The adults would encircle around the young to give them protection. Well, that was it. My prehistoric profile on Pachyrhinosaurus. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave requests in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Alpha Lion Simba,